Let me be clear, I am not an athlete. I work out to keep my body healthy, not to win medals or set records. And yet, for some reason, during junior high and high school, I found myself on various sports teams. I ran in my junior high track team, and in high school, I joined cross country and gymnastics. And I even ran cross country during my 10th grade year while living in Israel. Our races in Israel took us all over the country. My competitors, though I wasn't much competition, were both Israeli and Arab. I was lost both linguistically and athletically, but I showed up, I trained, and I ran. In junior high, I sprinted, and in high school, I switched to long-distance running. I'm not a marathon runner, but I was thinking about the difference between preparing for a sprint and preparing for a long-distance run. Preparing for a 100 or 200-meter sprint is very different than preparing for a 26.2-mile marathon. It's the world of difference. I could probably sprint half a lap or even a full lap today. Yes, I'd be out of breath, but I could do it. But there is no way I could complete a marathon without serious commitment and serious training, and I'm wondering, even with that, if I could do it. Rabbi Richard Levy, a beloved Reform rabbi and liturgist of blessed memory, he once said that preparing for Rosh Hashanah is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I would broaden his teaching to say that preparing for the high holidays altogether is a marathon and not a sprint. There are two models of high holiday preparation, and you will see them, right? A month from now, you will see this. There's the 10-day sprint model. Those are all of you who are not here. These are the folks who wake up the week before, or maybe even the day before, or maybe even that morning, and realize that Rosh Hashanah is arriving, and suddenly they need to make their plans. They show up for services, perhaps for the first time in a really long time. They grab a siddur, they sit in the pews, and they begin to reflect. And then there is the 40-day marathon model. This could be you. The first of Elul marks the beginning of a 40-day journey leading to Yom Kippur. It's a spiritual training season. Our high holiday liturgy will tell us, on Rosh Hashanah it is written, and on Yom Kippur it is sealed, who shall live and who shall die. Most of us don't take this literally, we take it metaphorically. We are writing and sealing not just our fate, but we are writing and sealing our approach to life. How shall we live and how shall we die? Will we live fully, with intention, relationships, learning, movement, joy, spirituality, and rest? Or will we live half full, without intention, racing from task to task, disconnected from others, from ourselves, and from God? So we're given these 40 days, from Elul to Yom Kippur, to reflect, to plan, to reset, to craft our mantras or our intentions for daily living, to fill our days with meaning. Now, in Judaism, these 40 days, this 40-day period, in Judaism, we know that 40 is a powerful number. It rained and poured for 40 days and nights during the Noah's flood, a time of cleansing. Moses spent 40 days on top of Mount Sinai receiving revelation, and the Israelites wandered for 40 years in the desert, transforming us from a ragtag to a people. And Christianity even built on our framework of 40. In Christianity, Lent is 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter. In the Gospels, Jesus spends 40 days in the wilderness preparing for his ministry. The authors of those Gospels knew from Judaism that wisdom and transformation comes with 40 days of focus. At Temple Bethel, our clergy, who are now all praying at Wildacres, have laid out 4 themes for these Sabbaths leading us to the new year. During these 40 days, the music shifts, the liturgy changes, and the themes of our sermons and services should change, and so should we. The first theme the clergy identified and gave to me this week, and I could read the text from Asher. He's like, you can take this loosely or not. He said, the theme for this week is where strength begins, reclaiming what we can control. Running, whether physically or spiritually, requires strength. Now at Queens, most of the young adults I teach, and most of the students I connect with through Hillel, they are athletes. Soccer players, volleyball players, basketball players who are much taller than I am. And many of them are on athletic scholarships. Their weeks are packed with training, including several sessions a week of strength training. As Jews, we are in strength training right now. We are powered by mitzvot, by the fulfillment of commandments. We are energized by kindness, gemilut chasadim, acts of kindness. We are fueled by a greater sense by recognizing that there is a divine spark in ourselves and in every human being we encounter. Yes, the world can tire us, but our actions can inspire us. Our choices can sustain us. So ask yourself, where does your strength begin? It begins by reclaiming what you can control, your time, your actions, your commitments. So what's the difference between walking into synagogue on Rosh Hashanah for the first time in months, or maybe for the first time in a year, and showing up right now at the beginning of Elul? It's the difference between a sprint and a marathon. If you're not on a sports team, a sprint may seem easier, quick, over and done. But a marathon demands your full self, your training, your sleep, your mindset, your nourishment, your heart. So this Elul, I invite you to commit to the marathon. Strengthen your soul, build your spiritual endurance, train your heart with kindness, and let your mitzvot be the fuel for the journey ahead. Shabbat shalom.